Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Scotty Barnes is out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Edgecombe. Then it's Flag. And it's Maxey in at the 5. And for the Warriors, Jalen Williams is out there with Miller. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's George in at the 2. And the Warriors start out with the ball. Maxey against Curry. Outside, George. No good on the 3. And so Allen will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's Barnes, guarded by Curry. Barnes passes to Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center, and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
Now here's Curry. Fades. The shot by George, no good.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
To the inside. And Adebayo sends it back.
What a defensive force. Bam sees him cut at the rim and denies him the bucket.
Offensive rebound. And it's sent back by Allen. Barnes against George. Barnes passes to Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
Well, he's a bit of an undersized center. However, his leaping ability can certainly mask that.
Now, here's George. Pass to Adebayo. Over Allen. The shot by Adebayo, no good.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an over for the first 5 here to start the game.
No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. And it's off from three-point range. Here's George. And again, it's the Warriors missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Back to Maxey. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And it's Flag missing. Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Williams. That ball, nice speed that time from George.
Lethal in that area. Williams has the athletic ability and finesse to score in so many ways.
Maxey against Curry. The kick out to Barnes. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Here's Curry. Outside, George. Down low, stolen by Allen. Pass to Flag. Kicks it out to Allen. Here's Maxey. Shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws. They get Stephen Curry.
And give credit to Maxey for just being aggressive inside, earning that whistle in the process.
Maxey hits them both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Outside, George. Miller kicks to Williams. to George. Curry outside. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off. When you have an elite wingspan like Jared Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
Outside, George. Williams for three. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And that one's good. Flag.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Now, here is George. Still yet to score. Drains the three-pointer.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a three of his own.
Now, flag. Pass to Barnes. Allen, a screen on George. Shot clock at 5. Big shot on the way. No good off the back of the rim. Warriors trail by 6. To the middle and stolen by Barnes. High post Allen. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Allen impacts the game on all levels. This kid has what it takes.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. That one falls for Allen. And Allen drops them both. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Here's Curry. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And guys, this shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Now here's Allen. 8 points for him. And a wide open look for flag. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And so George will bring it up for the Warriors, trailing here by 8. And it's sent back by Allen.
What a rejection. Allen standing tall. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Curry. Adebayo passes to George. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Barnes kicks to Maxey. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And it's flag missing. Warriors trail by 8. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision-making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Edgecombe, no good. The Warriors shooting alarming 21% to get things going here. Adebayo finds Miller. Outside, George. And a great assist by Miller. That one goes in.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And the Warriors with some changes. Şengün's checked in for Adebayo. Jones comes in for Williams. And it's Cason Wallace in for Stephen Curry. And then for Minnesota, Buzelis is checked in for Flagg. And it's Pritchard in for Edgecombe. Timberwolves leading by 5. Barnes outside. Jones against Maxey. Allen, a screen on Jones. Good on the three-point shot. Maxey's got 5 points so far.
And well, Maxey is a dead-eye sniper from beyond the arc. The D has to chase him off that line.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Timberwolves, number 12, Colin Murray-Boyles.
Here's Wallace. Jones with the screen on Pritchard. And Jones with the stuff.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
Maxey passes to Barnes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Barnes has got his second basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Miller inside. And it's Murray-Boyles with the rebound.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here's Buzelis. Still without a basket.
And Buzelis continues to work on improving his three ball. When he's hitting from there, everything else becomes easier.
Now here's Wallace. Şengün the bounce pass. Here's Buzelis. Pass to Pritchard. Outside, Maxey. 5 to shoot. Murray-Boyles with the bucket. And the Timberwolves lead by 13.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Here's Murray-Boyles. Pass to Maxey. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
And they get it. George with no one around. His three-pointer's off the mark. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. 15-point game. The shot by Buzelis, no good.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
They need to start taking care of the basketball. Careless play since the opening tip.
And the Warriors making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. Minnesota leading by 15. Here's Barnes. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And Barnes, an all-around threat. A good scorer, aggressive rebounder, solid passer, and more than capable defensively.
Taking 2 shots.
That one is off. And he sinks the second.
Man, they are just living at the line.
Warriors trail by 16. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. And again, it's the Warriors missing.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Barnes sets a screen for Maxey. Good on the triple. Maxey's got a couple of threes now in the first for Minnesota.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. Daniel Gafford's checked in for George. Minnesota also with the sub. George is checked in. Timberwolves leading by 19. Outside, Maxey over Jones. And count it from 19 feet away. Maxey's got 12.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Wallace against Richard. Now here's Wallace. Not a lot of room to end the cold streak. A rebound by the Timberwolves. And here's George. Three-pointer, Pritchard. That shot, no good. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the Timberwolves. He was a true standout at the offensive end, both with his scoring and his passing. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And how about also the ability to contest shots? They're staying attached and contesting and coming away with blocks as well.
So with George on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Bam Adebayo is out there with Jalen Williams. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Curry in at the point. That free throw, no good.
We don't say this often about rookies like B.J. Edgecombe, but he is known for his defense. Plays with incredible passion. B.J. has such a bright future.
And he's good on the second. And so Curry will bring it up for Golden State. Williams, a screen on Maxey. In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. They get it again. Adebayo.
Yeah, you look at the different ways Bam Adebayo can impact the game. He's a player everyone wants on their team.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this game.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And he can't get the first one.
And you watch Adebayo, he really has everything you could ask for from that 4-5 position. Not a stretch big per se, and that's partly why he shoots such a high percentage.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Minnesota leading by 22. Maxey in the corner. Pass to Edgecombe. Knocks down the 3-ball. Edgecombe's got 4 points this quarter.
Now look out. Edgecombe can get it going from deep.
In the corner, Finney-Smith with it. Williams with a clean look. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Picked by Finney Smith. Jones, that's for 2. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Edgecombe. And here's Maxey. To the paint. Here's Allen. And Allen with the slam.
Oh, man, what a play by Allen. He really packs a punch.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Outside, Jones. To the middle. It's tipped. Here's Finney Smith. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt. Timberwolves leading by 22. Allen outside. Pass to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Hits the three-point bomb. Edgecombe's got a pair of triples in the second now for Minnesota. Timeout called the Warriors. Checked in for the Warriors. And then for Minnesota, Scotty Barnes comes in for Buzelis. And Flagg subbed in for George. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Outside, Jones. George in the post. That one a little long.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good. Flagg.
A guy with a strong build and handles. Flagg makes his move and creates the space for the shot.
Adebayo kicks to Curry. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Basket counts. Allen's got 4 points in the quarter.
More from Allen. Can pile up points without wasting possessions. Very economical.
Now, here is George. And that time, also a missed shot.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Maxey with it, guarded by Curry. And that one, good. Maxey's got 14 points.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
It sure is. They've certainly accepted the challenge. The trick now is to sustain this effort.
Now here's Williams. 8 points for him.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
And Curry has it in the corner. Some nice passing by Golden State. And George gets it to go.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Edgecombe with it, guarded by Curry. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
Now here's Curry. Minnesota with the rebound. Allen's got his 6th rebound on the night. Barnes dishes to Allen. Edgecombe with it. Outside, Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Edgecombe, no good.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
And George kicks to Curry. Back to George. Jones sets the pick for George. Pass to Jones. Shoots over Edgecombe. And Jones gets it to go in on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Barnes. 11 points in the game. Allen outside. And here's Maxey outside. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
Well, so far, he hasn't had the same luck from deep in this quarter.
Curry with the bounce pass. A three from George. And it's Flag with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. And here's Maxey outside. That's no basket. His third miss in 8 tries. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kicks it out to Jones. That one falls coming off Adebayo's feet. Jones has got 5 points in the quarter. Minnesota with the ball. Pass to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Probably the last guy you want to foul out there. Maxey almost automatic at the strike.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. The first one falls.
Well, we've all watched Maxey's game grow through the years, and he continues to improve.
And the Warriors with some changes. Şengün's checked in for Jalen Williams. Brandon Miller comes in for Herbert Jones. And Wallace subbed in for Curry. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Pritchard's checked in. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Adebayo with a screen for Miller. From past the arc. And the Warriors, another three.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Outside, Maxey. Screen by Allen. Maxey, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Şengün with the bucket.
Let the big fella eat. Şengün just doing his thing down low.
It's been all Timberwolves. Outside, Maxey lets it go from deep. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
Team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Jarrett Allen at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Allen drops them both. Warriors have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the second quarter. Just under 50% shooting. Back to George. Jacks up a three. Good. And Miller gets the assist. Miller's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Now, here's Maxey. 16 points for him.
And I like the bold move of going right back at him to return the three, but he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Adebayo. And it's Flag with the rebound. Flag's got his 4th rebound in this one. Allen right side. Pass to Pritchard. Now Flag. 5 points in the game. Drills it from outside. Flag's got 8 points.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. Yeah, he's adding a little spice on that finish. I didn't know Bam had that in him.
Pritchard passes to Barnes. Barnes screen on Miller. Here's Flag. Covered by Miller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's good. 2 points. He's got 13.
selfless play from Flag. If your shot isn't there off the action, you have to give it up.
Outside, George. Pass to Şengün. Golden State moving it around. That three off the mark.
2 minutes remaining.
They have been more dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Here's Maxey. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
Miller, the pass to George. Wallace outside. George looking around. Over Flag. The second chance effort, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And they haven't worked it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. Now that they have the lead, they don't seem as determined to pound it down low.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game. And the Warriors making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in.
One shot.
Free throw good. Adebayo.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 16. Nobody near Barnes. Connects from three-point range. Barnes has got 16 points.
And a guy who has quickly adapted to playing NBA offense, Barnes, he can be a producer.
It's deflected. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
The Warriors making a switch here. Gafford's checked in. Now here's Wallace. No scoring in this one. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. It's been all Timberwolves. 41 seconds left now here in the second. And that one's good. Maxey.
He's already got 9 points from three-point range. They need to pay attention to him wherever he is.
Pass to Şengün. Here he goes. A jump hook and another basket for Golden State.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Maxey looking it over. Launches it. Doesn't go for it. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. Head coach Steve Kerr here with us now. Coach, what do you want to see from this team in the second half?
Well, we got to make some stops and get a little traction in this game. I mean, we fell behind right away, and so let's make a push the first 4 or 5 minutes, get back in the game.
Thank you, Coach.
Terrific, Allie. Thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey, everybody, it's halftime of Game 1 and a big lead right now for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Coaches preach this over and over again, and Shaq knows this well. Take care of the ball, and they internalize that.
Yeah, on the other hand, the defense will let them stay comfortable.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Warriors. In good position in the series, but not so much tonight. Guys, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think they took their foot off the gas just a little bit. Feeling confident, but you got to keep working.
Yeah, you need to have that killer instinct. You know, when you got a team down, that's when you got to put them away.
Get them out of there. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
ready to get back into the action here in game one. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. You look at Tyrese Maxey in this one, guys. He has been everywhere.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
Well, the lights are bright in this matchup, and he's had no problem playing up to the moment.
The Timberwolves shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. So on the floor for Minnesota, Tyrese Maxey out there with Edgecombe. And there's Jared Allen. Then there's Scotty Barnes. And it's Flag in at the 3 spot. Now here's Curry. Outside Williams. There's the 3. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. Williams has got 11 points. Pass to Allen. Outside, Maxey. Timberwolves passing it around. Allen against Adebayo. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Maxey outside. It's good from long range. Maxey's got 22 points.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Adebayo passes to Miller. Outside Curry. And another 3 for Golden State.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Over in the corner, Edgecombe. Barnes outside. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here is Miller. Williams for 3. That shot is off.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Pass to Curry. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Adebayo passes to George. Off target from outside.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Unlike most young guards, Edgecombe would rather have it around the rim. Doesn't want to just chuck up J's.
Pass to Miller. Williams sets a screen for Miller. Unloads from 13. And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves have gone 4 for 4 from the field since the halftime break. Terrific start to the third quarter. Now, here's Maxey. And a miss there on the triple.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tough play there by Williams. Finishing that one off. Wow. Getting fouled.
The Warriors shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Williams, 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams.
And Jalen Williams' game is unique. His combination of power and finesse, you don't see that many with that skill set.
Good on both. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Here's Flag, covered by Miller. Pass to Barnes. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. George against Allen. Outside Curry. From outside the arc. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Curry's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Warriors. Maxey kicks to Barnes. Pass to Allen. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And Maxey wasting no time, clapping right back with his own triple.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
In for George. George is checked in for Minnesota. Miller outside. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Adebayo. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from Allen. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Pass to Edgecombe. The three-pointer, no good. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Curry with the three. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Here's Flag. Back to Barnes. Pass to Flag. That one drops for him. 10 points for Cooper Flag.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Outside, Jones. Now Adebayo. Allen defending.
There's a guy who just stays active all the time. Dan Adebayo.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And another thing they've been doing all game long is knocking down the three. Shooting has been a big part of their game plan tonight.
And the first one drops. And Adebayo drops them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Barnes outside. Pass to Allen. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. And that's now 18 points for Jared Allen. Curry kicks to Jones. Back to Curry. 4 on the shot clock. Outside, Jones lets the three fly. Rebound, Minnesota. Pass to Flag. Here's Edgecombe. The tray. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Outside, Curry. Kicks it out to Jones. And here's Miller. This one for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Allen's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Allen, a screen on Williams. And here's Barnes for three. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Curry against Allen. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's on Jared Allen.
And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shoot.
And he makes the first.
And watching Steph go to work is watching a living legend. Already one of the best to ever do it, and he is still adding to his resume.
Şengün's checked in for the Warriors. Cason Wallace comes in for Miller. And both free throws good for Curry.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Edgecombe with it. Wallace covering. Williams with the steal. Wallace outside. Williams has a screen for Wallace. Pass to Curry for the three. And it's Murray Boyles with the rebound. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Outside, Jones. George against Curry. From deep. Şengün. And Şengün is right there.
Not giving up on the play. Şengün locked in.
Here's Pritchard. Hasn't made one yet. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Good on the 13-footer.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Wallace. And he uses the glass on the layup. Wallace has got his second bucket tonight.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Edgecombe. Outside, George. Pritchard up top. Lets it go with the three. Cans it from downtown. Pritchard's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Williams. Rebound, Minnesota. Pass to Pritchard. Now Edgecombe. There's a good screen. And he drives in. Great defense that time from Şengün. And so, Şengün will bring it up for the Warriors. Curry outside. That one doesn't drop.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Murray Boyles. George with the screen on Williams. Murray bowls. No good on the triple. The Warriors shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. Williams gets the bucket.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Here's Murray Boyles. Pass to Edgecombe. Inside. And Jones sends it back.
Another stellar defensive play by Jones. Quite simply, he's a defensive ace.
How about the showmanship of Jalen Williams?
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. We've got 1:18 left in the third quarter. Pritchard against Curry. Outside for George. Here's Edgecombe. And the three off target.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to stamp a coach streak.
Drawing, dishing, Williams there making the defense pay.
Pritchard against Curry. 36 seconds left in the third. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Warriors trail by 20. Outside Curry. Here's Williams. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Pass to Edgecombe. Now Pritchard. From deep, George doesn't get it to drop for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Minnesota on top, opening up a huge gap. Live from Chase Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So with Curry sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Miller. Wallace is out there with Herbert Jones. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's George in at the power forward.
And how about the body control? Barnes sets the screen and then a nice spin there to get open.
Wallace, the pass to Jones. Here's Adebayo. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Allen's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And not a night he's going to want to remember. Just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here's Barnes. Pocket 4. And it's sent back by George.
And the timing from George there on the rejection, using his long reach to turn away the shot.
Wallace finds Adebayo. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's George. It's rebounded by Scotty Barnes. Barnes has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Flag. Wound up there for Allen. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What a play right there by Flag. And this kid's vision is special.
The Warriors have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Outside, Jones. Allen against Adebayo. Over Allen. And the Warriors miss again. And so Allen will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And staying with the play, Allen.
A superb offensive rebounder. Allen's long arms and feel for how to get positioning helps big time.
Now here's Wallace. Can they get it? Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
Allen, a screen on George. Maxey in the corner. Misses the 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Out to the wing and taken away by Wallace. It's Jones on the wing. Miller outside. Adebayo kicks to Miller. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Scotty Barnes picks one out.
And you watch Miller, he keeps the defense on its heels. They don't know what he's going to do.
Brandon Miller, 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both teams deciding to change it up. So he gets them both. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Allen. Here's Sensabaugh. Back to Allen. And it's Allen slamming it down.
You see how quick Allen moves in these situations, which makes him a perfect pick-and-roll partner.
Here's Gillespie. They set the screen. Back to Miller. Just 5 to shoot. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. Pass to Carrington. And here is Allen. Three-pointer. Miller grabs the miss. And it's the Warriors' ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Here's George. And the Warriors miss again. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Shoots. Carrington finds Allen. With the fadeaway. The shot, no good. The Warriors shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Gafford passes to George. And again, no good by Golden State.
It's just been a frustrating day for him all the way around, and it's rubbed off now, I think, on the rest of the team.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Pulls it up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Now, Finney Smith. Here's Gillespie, and here's George for 3. And it's George again missing.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
Pass to Sensabaugh. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. George has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Gafford inside. Misses the baby hook. Minnesota's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
Timberwolves shooting the pedestrian 36% in the fourth quarter. Offense not doing their best work of late. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.
Let's keep it going for your Warriors dancers.
a moment for our presentation of our player of the game, Jared Allen.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
You know, that's how you send a message to open a series. There's always one player who's the difference maker in the playoffs. And I think we found our man. Pritchard against Curry. Pass to Allen. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And they call an illegal screen here.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Jones checked in for the Warriors.
23.
Golden State's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Outside Curry. George sets a screen for Curry. Off target with his three.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
George against Barnes. Over George. And that one hits back out. The Warriors shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Jones in the post, and he banks in the layup. Minnesota leading by 22. Pass the flag, and he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get prime-time positioning inside.
Barnes bounce pass, and there's Edgecombe on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 5 assists tonight.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Now, here's Adebayo. Back to Curry. Over Pritchard. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Edgecombe. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Warriors trail by 21. Edgecombe with the steal. Here's Flag, defended by Jones. Back to Pritchard. Here's Edgecombe. The 3 from Barnes. Rebound by Williams. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Golden State. Right side, Adebayo. Down it goes for 3.
And looking a lot better now, but still a long way to go to get back into this one.
Yeah, it'll take time. They need to keep stringing together positive possessions. And defensively, they need stops.
Here's Pritchard. And the layup falls.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Pritchard. Barnes outside. Drives to the hoop for 3. It misses.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down. And what will be a win here in game 1 of the series for Minnesota.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Allen.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Here's Barnes. The Warriors making the shot. And that one drops.
Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
What's up?
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Şengün comes in for Jalen Williams. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for George. And it's Cason Wallace in for Curry. And it's Jones with the ball for the Warriors. It's an 18-point game. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And down goes the three. Minnesota with the ball. Barnes outside. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Şengün. They double-team Şengün. From deep. Rebounded by Allen inside. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't big in the postseason? Huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. Here with